I am severely depressed.
I just want to say big up America, man.
Back in the UK and I'm already fucking depressed.
I'm missing the flavours, okay? Us Brits aren't used to flavouring and spices, right? My palate changed.
Not many people walking around London with a smile on their face.
Heartbreaking, heartbreaking. There's no heartbreak like it.
Let's talk about post-New York depression and coming back to London. Yay!
I haven't had any nice conversation.
This place is depressing. I've not even been in 24 hours.
I've come back to the UK and it's boring!
There's a strange condition going around the UK right now, and it's got nothing to do with a virus. It's people landing back home after a trip to America and immediately feeling like something's wrong with their own country. Some of them are calling it post-America depression, half-jokingly. But the more you look at how many people are saying the exact same thing, independently, in different accents, from different cities, the less it feels like a joke and the more it feels like an actual pattern worth taking seriously.
As right now, I'm going back to the UK. I've been in Miami for 4 weeks, been in Houston for 2 weeks. My plane is right there. I just want to say big up America, man.
Probably wondering why is this my dream place? I've been seeing Miami on YouTube, TikTok. The edits. I've always wanted to come here.
I love you lot a lot. You lot have shown me so much support since I've been here. I'll be real. I don't want to leave. I'm actually gonna cry. This is real. I've been here for over a month. I think I've been here for 2 months. So I genuinely feel like crying. Like, yeah, man. Leaving America. Finally. There's been a time, man. There's been a time. I'll keep it a stat. I've been enjoying myself. There's been ups and lows. There's been a lot of support from you guys. One thing Americans know how to do is support people. Whether it's money, advice, anything. You guys are great.
Let's talk about post-New York depression and coming back to London. Yay! So I just spent 4 months in New York and I had the best 4 months of my life. Let me tell you the hardest thing I found about coming back to London. The people. The people in New York, they're so welcoming within your first conversation. People say that New Yorkers aren't nice, but they've never been to London. They're just comparing it to the rest of America. And when you speak to someone for the first time, they welcome you with open arms and they ask you where you're from and they engage in conversation and push you further. So it's so easy to make friends there. And even after you've met them once, they'll invite you out straight away for a coffee, for a drink, for a meal. You know, it's all part of the culture there. In London, people are often sad or a bit shy. And Brits are nice, but they've always got this first layer that you have to break through. And it can take months to break through that first layer and to call someone a new friend. Whereas in New York, they're just going to shout you straight away. Secondly, your money just disappears in New York because people can't afford to live in such a nice place. They're out every night of the week. I know people that haven't cooked in years. They just eat out every night because they're out and about, and that's just the culture there. Also, compared to London, if your friend lives in West London, you live in East London, there's a good chance you're not going to see them for 6 months because it's such a trek, like an hour. But in New York, you never really travel more than 25 minutes. So everyone's just out and about all the time, and it's so easy to meet up with people, even if you're hungover and you can't be bothered, because it's just a short journey. So the party just continues, the socialising just continues. So wish me luck getting over my post-New York depression, because I found it pretty difficult so far, only after a week being back in London, but we'll see what happens. Miss you though, in New York City.
So I'm feeling very sad because it is our last night in Texas tonight. We are in a motel. I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone in this great state. The hospitality from everyone from the start to finish. The hotel staff, the hospitality staff, the Uber drivers, taxi drivers, the people day to day, all of the people online, in all the comments, all the likes, all the well wishes. We have loved our time in Texas. We are looking forward to Louisiana as well, but Texas, you have my heart and I have loved it. Thank you so, so much.
Here's the pattern. Someone spends a few weeks, sometimes a few months, traveling around the United States. Everything's going great. The food, the people, the sheer size of the place. Then they land back in London or Glasgow or Dublin, and within 24 hours, they are online describing themselves as genuinely down. Not disappointed. Not tired from the flight. Actually low, the way you'd expect someone to describe an actual loss. One traveler put it about as bluntly as you can. Back in the UK less than a day, and already feeling flat, saying she couldn't find anyone walking around with a smile on their face. Another compared it directly to grief, saying there's no heartbreak quite like waking up back home after weeks of feeling completely alive somewhere else.
Nobody prepares you for this feeling. traveling back from a 2-week American road trip around the south. I got home, was extremely jet lagged, slept for 12 hours straight, woke up from sleeping at home and looked at the bedroom window and was like, flip me, like, where did we stay last night? Like, which city and which state are we in? And like, what type of hotel / motel did we stay in last night? I don't recognise it. And it took me about a minute to realise that I was back in Ireland. That is heartbreaking. There's no heartbreak like it. You literally waking up still thinking you're in this amazing, beautiful country where you've just been going around living your best life, and only to realise you've woken up in Banbridge.
I'm flying back to the UK. As you can see, I got my passport in my hand and the people behind me. I need to board my plane. However, I'm gonna land in the UK, book another flight and fly straight back out. You get me though? Come with me. Boarding the flight right now to go back to the UK. Fuck. I'm now in the sea, ready to take off to go to London. At P1. What are you saying, Kurt?
Oh, this guy got me on FaceTime. Papa dog.
It's not FaceTime, bro.
Papa dog. Well done.
It's in my vlog. You ready for this 10-hour flight?
I'm ready still.
I'm touchdown in the UK. Fuck, man. This is hella depressing story. Just got off the plane. I'm now on the train with P1C. Depressing times, man. I miss Miami already. I miss Texas already, even though Texas I didn't really like. But Miami, America. I need to come back.
Again, bro.
Yeah, I'm flying out again, bro. But the comments need to decide where I should fly next. Where should I fly next? Where do you think we should go next?
I personally feel like you should go Thailand.
Thailand. Ooh, that's a good. Yeah, Thailand will be seeing me this year, 100%.
One traveler described waking up jet-lagged after a 2-week road trip through the American South, looking at his own bedroom window, and genuinely not recognizing where he was for a full minute before realizing he was back in Ireland. That's not normal jet-lag disorientation. That's something closer to a small identity glitch, a brain that had fully adjusted to a different rhythm of life, briefly refusing to accept it was somewhere else now. So what's actually going on here? Let's break down what these travelers keep saying, piece by piece, because the pattern is oddly consistent no matter who's talking. First, it's the people. Over and over again, visitors describe the same specific thing, how easy it is to talk to a total stranger in America, and how much harder that same interaction is back home. One traveler who spent months in New York put it simply, people say New Yorkers aren't friendly, but that's only because they are comparing New York to the rest of America, not to London. In her experience, a New Yorker will ask where you're from within the first minute of meeting you, and invite you out for a coffee before the conversation's even over. Back in London, she said, people are lovely once you get past the first layer, but that first layer can take months to break through. Another visitor described walking around London for 2 days after coming back from the US and being genuinely thrown by how few people made eye contact or smiled, even on a sunny day. He said he'd gotten used to constant small conversation in America and felt almost too social for London as a result. Even a Finnish visitor traveling in the opposite direction picked up on this same contrast. She said hearing total strangers casually call her sweetie or honey in America felt strange at first, since that kind of familiarity back home would be considered far too personal, and yet she genuinely missed it once it stopped. That's the interesting thing about this specific complaint. It's not really about America having better people. It's about a different social contract entirely. In a lot of European cities, warmth toward strangers gets earned slowly, through repetition and shared history. In America, a lot of these travelers found that warmth handed to them immediately, with no track record required. Once your brain gets used to that immediate version, waiting months to earn the same thing back home can genuinely start to feel like a downgrade, even if it isn't really one. Then there's the pace of life. Multiple travelers independently described America as feeling slower and more relaxed day to day, which sounds backwards until you actually hear them explain it. One visitor missed the accent, the weather, and specifically the trucks, joking that going from seeing enormous pickup trucks everywhere to just normal cars and taxis back home felt almost boring by comparison.
Lived in America for the past year, so what are the first differences I noticed moving back home to England? Pretty much instantly you notice how much smaller everything is, and I kind of describe it as just feeling pretty cozy, but I doubt an American car would even fit down half the roads over here. One big thing that caught me off guard was the amount of different British accents in such a small area, and even in a little town, no one really sounds the same. And then one that's impossible to ignore, just the lack of aircon, especially when it's this hot out.
Yes, everyone, I've got some huge news. As a lot of you know, right now, I'm in America. But due to personal reasons, I'm going to have to be heading home in the next day. Boys, I'm absolutely gutted, as you can tell. But, boys, I've been to California. I've been round San Francisco. I've been to places I could only ever dream of. I've had the time of my life, boys. I'm gutted, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm doing what's right for me, and I've got a few things I need to be sorted out. And, boys, I will be back here soon. One day, come on. The positive side, we've got so much planned. But I also want to say a massive thank you. Literally, this experience has been so much better with you guys. You have made me laugh. You have the jokes and the messages I get are absolutely crazy. And the support and everything, boys. Trust me, nothing ever goes unnoticed, ever. But boys, loads more coming. And yeah, literally, I cannot wait for the future, boys. The future is bright. But boys, once again, I love yous all, and always keep dancing, always keep leaning and bopping, and always keep moving, and always keep exercising, boys. Come on.
After the World Cup, they are going to go back to Europe, park their car, and instinctively think, I wish I could stay inside for this. Because once you get used to drive through life, you don't forget it. Everything is bigger in America. Roads, stores, parking, carts, fridges, portions. You go into Walmart for toothpaste and leave with candles, snacks, a blanket, and somehow patio furniture. In Europe, stores feel more compact, more structured. In America, it feels like space itself is a part of the experience. And then they go back to Europe and think, wait, where is the rest of the aisle? Even food portions change you. A medium drink in America looks like a large everywhere else. And when they go back, they notice it immediately.
3 things I miss about America. Number 1, the weather. Look at this weather. At least it's not raining, I guess. Look how grey it is. Number 2, the people. Everyone's not as nice as they are in Texas. And not only are they not as nice, really miss the accent. Don't like hearing the British accent. I want to hear the Southern American accent. And everyone's so rude. Everyone's rushing to get everywhere. I feel like in America it's more slow and chill. Number 3, the cars. Why can I not see big trucks? It's just taxis and normal cars. It's boring.
We are back in, as you can see, windy and drizzly Scotland, but we have had a very spectacular welcome home. I'll show you that in just a second. But yes, here we are. We are back in rainy, drizzly, windy Scotland after a week in Florida. I had a great time when I was there. America, I love you. Let me show you what Scotland did to welcome me home. Wait till you see this. Absolutely incredible. It's one of the most defined rainbows I've ever seen in my life. Stunning. And that's the benefits of living on the east coast of Scotland. There's never a dull moment. Well, it's always dull, because it's always pissing with rain. But we'll gloss over that. Have a good day.
I have been exploring London now for 2 days. And this is what has shocked me. I haven't had any nice conversations. Not many people walking around London with a smile on their face, even though the sun is shining. And now I'm used to America. And in America, everybody wants to have a chat. Everybody's friendly. And the energy is genuinely pretty high. Like right now, everybody has got misery written all over their face. And I don't really understand it. Most of them are tourists. Should you not be in a good mood, right? No, I don't really understand. Get me back to America where people are fucking friendly. People love having a chat, man. I can't do it. I'm too social for London. I'm too social, like. And where people are actually socialising in London is the pubs and bars. But it's not a nice socialising. It's a rowdy, judgmental socialising. But look at the views. Look at the views. Shard. It's a beautiful day.
Another pointed out that everyone in the UK seems to be rushing everywhere, while life in Texas, in her words, just felt more slow and chill. Distance plays a role too, in a way you might not expect. One New York transplant explained that if your friend lives on the other side of London, you might not see them for 6 months because the trip takes too long. In New York, she said, you're rarely more than 25 minutes from anyone, so people are out constantly, socializing all the time, in a way that just doesn't happen back home geographically. Then there's scale, and almost every single traveler brings this up in some form. Going into an American store for toothpaste and somehow leaving with candles, snacks, a blanket, and patio furniture became a running joke among visitors. One person described going back to a European supermarket afterward and instinctively looking for the rest of the aisle, convinced something was missing. Even drink sizes got mentioned repeatedly. A medium in America looks like a large everywhere else, and once you notice that, you apparently can't stop noticing it. Free refills came up constantly too, almost as their own category of grief. One traveler at a Texas water park said the free soda all day, included in a $20 entry fee, would simply never happen back in Europe. Another described the entire drive-through culture as something you don't forget once you're used to it, joking that after months of ordering food without leaving your car, going back to European parking lots felt like a small personal loss. Some of these stories get genuinely emotional, and not just as a joke. One visitor spent an entire farewell video thanking an entire state directly, the hotel staff, the Uber drivers,
I felt like I wasn't one of them. When I'm here in America, I'm not an American because obviously constantly I get complimented on my accent, for example. So I came away from the whole thing feeling a little bit like, and I'm not really like a local to either place. Now, there are times where we were just walking around places that I have literally seen my whole entire life. I was looking at the houses and looking at the area and thinking, this is so beautiful, and I found a new appreciation for where I'm from. The houses are just stunning and exactly what you'd think of in like an English storybook. But also going home made me solidify the fact that I am very, very happy here in the US and I definitely don't want to move back, which was really good for us because it just meant that we can be sure in our decision again. We aren't missing the land, we're not missing the area, we miss people. Happy here, and I feel like we fit in better here, particularly my husband. People were just like, oh Ollie, you're so American, like laughing at him. A meal with all his friends to like reunite with them, and guess where he booked? A American smokehouse barbecue restaurant and had brisket. So that tells you all you need to know. I'm so happy to be back.
Not enough people talk about this. Going from America to the UK, when you get to the UK, it's so depressing. Don't get me wrong, I love being in the UK because that's where my family is, that's where my home is. But the vibe of being in the UK just doesn't hit the same being in the US. America was so bright, colourful, everybody was happy, everybody's so friendly. And now I'm back in the UK and it's just gloomy, dull, depressing. Everybody's miserable.
I've been missing Americans. Really. We just had dinner with a couple from Texas who have chance to travel to Romania. And they text us saying, hey guys, we're watching you a couple years. We would love to have you on dinner. And you know what? During this dinner, I felt like I've been again in the United States. You can tell that I kind of advocate and promote Americans. No, it's matching. I don't know why, but I felt really like at home just being with Americans. We got a great dinner. And in the end of the dinner, they give an envelope to my daughter. And it was $100 there. Guys, thank you so much. We'll get the bike for her tomorrow for this money.
I've loved being in the USA. I've literally loved everything. I've loved the people. I love the culture. I love waking up in the morning, going for my long walks. And what I love the most, I've loved seeing people's deck chairs on their front of their drive. I've loved seeing people's got swings. Like people got swings hanging from their tree. Like I've also loved seeing the basketball hoops. And I'm gonna miss seeing all this stuff. I'm gonna miss it. I know it might sound ridiculous to you, but I'm gonna miss like just the lovely palm trees, the massive oak trees, like even the crows, even the rabbits I'm seeing every morning, and the lizards. I'm gonna miss this all.
Americans, I am severely depressed. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I miss America so friggin' much. I do. Like, I miss it to my core. I've had enough of not being in America. I miss the sense of adventure. I miss the people. I miss the freedom. I miss the never-ending amount of things to do. And I've had it up to here, mate. I just want to be allowed in, man. Someone call up Donald. Get us a green card, please. I can't do it anymore, man. I've got like, what's that thing called? When you really miss something? Like I've got an attachment, a detachment issue. I've got a detachment issue from America. Like it's hurting me inside. I don't feel good, okay? Guys, who's lending us a hand? Anyone got a private jet? They want to fly over, come and pick up me, Shana and Perry? That would be great, Americans. Any of you got any ideas to help me? Look how beautiful the sky looks behind me. Yeah, but it's not as beautiful as America, is it?
So I'm back in the UK and I'm already fucking depressed. When you go from this to this to this. Oh, and this. This place is depressing. I've not even been in 24 hours. I need to go back.
Right, no one can tell me that one of the worst feelings in the world is coming back to this place after you've been on like a holiday or been away for a while. Back to the UK, boys. Mate, I don't know what it is about this airport, but it's pretty depressing, innit? Like, if you know what I mean, if you're from the UK, you just know that feeling already. Like, go Gatwick and that. Yeah, I'm already thinking about booking a Europe trip for next week. I can't lie. Like, I don't know how long I can stay here, boys. Although, at least the weather ain't even that cold and rainy. Like, it's a bit of sun. That's what you need, mate. A bit of vitamin D.
It was an absolute pleasure coming to the USA. And one thing that I really loved was how different it is to any other country I've been to before. The one thing that stood out the most was the people being so nice and very welcoming. And especially the food. You see me, I love my food, and if there's good food there, I'm coming back. I'm gonna run back. The fruit tastes so good. The peach, the watermelon. I can't forget the 4th of July. It's even better than I expected. I had a pre-party. I proper fixed up my apartment to make it look like the 4th of July was happening for the first time. I had balloons, I had banners, I had USA signs, I had USA plates, I had USA cups. Literally, I had USA donuts, USA cupcakes. Everything was decorated with USA, USA, because I've got to celebrate the right way, and I think I've done the USA justice. In my eyes, I did anyway. But thank you guys for having me, and I'll be back very soon.
It's finally that time. Me and bro are going back to the UK. Finally leaving America. Sad times. I don't want to leave. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually don't want to leave, but we're hearing it, so we have to leave. So I'm even upset we have to leave. Bullet. Genuinely, like, I feel like I've been here for like a year. I think I've been here for like 3 weeks and a half so far. Literally. Back to the miserable UK. It's gonna be raining. See, they're even beefing in Spanish. They're beefing in Spanish. Puta madre, puta madre, put. Oh, I think I was a bit too loud. But yeah, leaving right now. Going back to the UK. I feel like it's about time. Do you know what it is? I feel like holidays are like hotels. You can stay in hotels and APs as long as you want, but eventually you have to go home. You have to go home. So yeah, we're about to just check in right now, and yeah. Da-da-da. If you're asking why we're wearing jackets, here in America, it's so hot. No, it's not. It's in the evening, so it's not going to be hot. It's very cold actually, but yeah, we're leaving now.
After 2 months in America, I am officially back in the UK. If you couldn't tell already by this absolutely miserable weather, this is what a typical summer's day looks like over here. But yeah, what an insane trip and what a beautiful country America is. I feel like a lot of people are put off from going to America at the moment because their views on politics or whatnot. We were warned beforehand, are you sure you want to go at the moment? Is this really a good time? But that didn't affect us at all. We went over there to see the natural beauty of the country, the landscapes, the national parks, and that is what we got. And you can't deny that America is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and I'm so glad that we went over there. And not just that, but the interactions with you guys. Everyone we spoke to was so welcoming, so supportive, so keen to hear what we've been up to. Gained over 10,000 followers since being in America, and all of the comments and messages and even emails I've been getting have been insane. I was not expecting this sort of reaction. I've had people saying you can come stay with us, stay with our family, come have food if you're in this area. It's been unreal. Everyone over there is so nice, and I really hope you guys stick around. Now that I've seen some of your country, hopefully you want to see some of the UK. I've got a few upcoming trips already planned, and the UK is beautiful. It's very different to America. I know I've already complained about the weather, but there is a lot to offer here, and if you want to see that, then stay tuned. And yeah, thank you for such an amazing time in America.
It's actually so hard to put it into words what it feels.
Americans never leave America. 50% of Americans don't even have passports, and now I completely understand why. I'm back in Texas, and traveling to even a different part of Texas is like traveling to a different part of the world. I'm at Schlitterbahn, a water park, and where we are now was all founded by Germans. So everything has a German reference in this whole town just outside of San Antonio. And that's completely different to where I was in Dallas. And obviously where I've been in Boston, Atlanta, Washington. Everywhere you go in the US, it's like a completely different world. And I now understand fully why Americans don't travel anywhere apart from inside the US. Because you can go anywhere in the US and get a completely different experience depending on which state you're in. I do love being back in Texas though, and this water park was fantastic. Being in a Texan water park was a great experience. Country music was blaring, everyone was super friendly, free Coca-Cola all day, which blew my mind for $20. That would never happen in Europe. Not to mention everything else. I've got something so exciting planned for tomorrow, which I'll share with you more tomorrow. But look at the weather. It's not as hot as what it was in Washington. It's a perfect summer temperature to go to a water park. But I'm so excited to show you what's coming next. And I'll see you tomorrow.
In the UK, I'm going to see foxes. I'm going to see rats. I'm going to see like rodents and pigeons. Oh, pigeons. Oh, but I've loved it. I've absolutely loved this country so much. It's been a pleasure. And also, what I'm going to miss is the mailboxes. The mailboxes. I've not seen them. They're not in the UK. And also just everything about this country I'm going to miss. But anyway, I've got to go back. I've got to pack, because otherwise I'm going to miss my flight. But no, hopefully if I miss it, I'm staying. But I'll keep you guys updated on the rest of the day. Honestly, just thank you so much. Thank you. The sun's beaming down on me. Oh, it's been a pleasure. Oh, and also the USA flags. The USA flags. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss seeing them. But you know what? I'll be repping the USA on me. I'll be repping the USA in me. So it's all right, guys. I've got you covered.
When you look at these reactions, it's clear that a trip to the US does something permanent to your perspective. The real takeaway isn't just that these travelers had a great vacation, it's that experiencing a completely different pace of life changes the lens through which you view your own home. What starts as a trip to watch some world-class sports ends up turning everyday things like grocery shopping, driving, and ordering a coffee into an entirely different experience. At the end of the day, both sides of the Atlantic have their own unique charm. The UK has a rich history, cozy neighborhoods, and a distinct character that's hard to replicate. But the raw energy, massive scale, and open-ended optimism of the US are incredibly hard to shake off once you've lived it, even for just a few weeks. For everyone watching from the UK or Europe who visited the States this summer, what was the exact moment the cultural hangover hit you? Was it the tiny roads back home, the lack of free refills, or just missing that legendary customer service? Let's talk about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button for more cultural deep dives, and we will see you in the next one.
But there is a positive. It means I can't wait to go back to America. I can't wait to go to Canada. I can't wait to go to all of these different places in the world and explore life while from home. You best believe it won't be long till I go back to America.
Once you have been traveling around America for a substantial amount of time, when you come home, it is a very strange and slightly, truthfully, depressing feeling, okay? Traveling around America really opened up my eyes, really allowed me to see how I could be living and just how many opportunities there are and how many different amazing places there are, all in one country. Like, since I've been back home in the UK, I haven't felt like myself, which sounds so crazy. I now live for that adventure, that crazy lifestyle, that meeting new people, seeing new people every day, and I just long for it. And in America, it is so amazing. Oh, seriously, Americans, what have you done to me? I need to come back. October, end of October, back in America. I can't wait. It's really kerfuffled me, man. Coming home from America, it has kerfuffled me.
Here's my honest take on all of this. I don't think anyone genuinely wants to trade their whole life, their family, their actual home, for a permanent vacation feeling. Most of the people saying they are depressed to be back are still there, still building their lives, still going to work the next morning. But I do think something real is happening underneath the jokes. A lot of visitors are getting a direct, personal comparison between two different default settings for daily life, and for a few weeks at least, the American default of constant casual friendliness and easy abundance wins, hands down, no contest. So tell me, if you've made this exact trip yourself, what was your version of this feeling? Was it the accent, the free refills, the people actually smiling at you in the street? Drop it in the comments. I want the specific moment that hit you. If this one resonated, subscribe, because there's clearly a lot more of this story still unfolding as more of this summer's visitors make their way back home. See you in the next one.